So all I've got right now is this little basic wooden sword. But if we just aura walk over to some chickens and just start beating them up, we can deal some damage. And if he goes down, he was supposed to drop some loot. Maybe this chicken will do a little better. Come on, give me something good. Ooh, there we go. We got another wooden sword. Well, I guess that's to be expected if all we're beating up is some chickens. But at least we're also gaining some experience and money as well, so we can upgrade some stats of ours, like maybe some more health and some more strength. So at least with our wooden sword, we can deal some more damage to the chickens and get some more loot. Hey, like a shinier weapon, iron daggers. That seems like that should do a little bit better for us with a little better damage. So we deal 4 damage to the chickens. Oh, and then an iron sword immediately. But our daggers are still better. Hey, and now we actually get some headpieces, like some leather hoods. That should work well for us. Oh no, don't look. It's ugly. Well, let's just get some leather leggings as well. Can't believe they took away the sticky note. And whoa, this chicken seems a little larger than the other ones. Maybe it's worth more, or gives other things like leather boots. So instead of just leather pants, we have also leather tunic. So now at least we're a little better protected, even if it's just ugly to look at. But I think that's also enough of the chickens. Let's move on to some better enemies, like some slimes that look like some tulips or something. Ow, but they also fight back. That's rude. Stop it. And hey, there we go, iron chest plate. Now we're starting to get some better armor. Also, I feel like they just took the Minecraft hit sounds, which is just hilarious. Oh, here's a green piece of equipment, a cobalt greatsword with a 3 times multiplier on damage. Oh yeah, this is what I'm talking about. This is truly a great sword, and it takes out the slimes in 3 hits. That's amazing. And we leveled up even more, so we should make sure to upgrade our stats, maybe some better defense as well, and then get all of those stats leveled up. But we still have a quest for slaying 25 chickens, so let's use our better sword up here where we can one-shot the chickens. Oh yes. And they dropped a blue piece of equipment, an enchant stone, used to reroll an enchant. There's also a skill that we have that I haven't really tried yet. Whoa, whirlwind attacks. And now we can claim the quest, which gives us even more experience, money, and shards. Do we use those over at the forge over here? So if we take this, cost that, and then forge, it's a +1 greatsword. Amazing. Let's also sell all the stuff that we are not using anymore so we can get more money out of it. We almost have 1,000 coins already. There's also this Mage of Darkness that's supposed to show up. So maybe we upgrade as far as we can before he shows up so we can maybe get some better loot from him as we fight some boars that sound very familiar. But they also deal more damage, which is concerning. So maybe we just fight one a bit, use a whirlwind attack for a little more damage, so we can take out a few of them before we might go down. I think we need some better healing, and maybe just open up with the big attack. So we can take out the boars, it's just not very many in a row. But now we're getting some better chest pieces, or is this better? Crimson steel, and it is better, but only slightly. Whoa, that is bulky. But now we are level 9, and once we get to level 10, we can move on to the next area. But I guess our next quest is for some slimes, so let's just focus on them for a little bit. They don't hurt as bad. And oh, another blue piece. A golden ring. Limited black market currency used to open chests. Really? Where do that black market be? Over there? Let's claim this first for some more experience, and now we're level 10. So the doors are open. But let's see this black market first. We have 1 ring, but the most basic chest costs 5 rings. Well, if we get them as often as we've been getting them, then that should be fine, and we can get iron plate boots that are like 1% better. And we still got the little shoes poking out there. But let's keep upgrading our stats because we have 12 points now. Let's get all of our stats to level 10, and then put the rest in the strength. That should help us deal with the boars a little better, and that just missed. But dealing 14 damage is good, even though these things deal 35 damage. But there's more crimson steel and another whirlwind, so we can start to fight with the next one. And we got, ooh, viper daggers. Wow. And it's way better than the greatsword. Too bad the daggers don't attack quicker, but it does let us take less hits from the boars because they're going down so fast. And if we do a whirlwind, then that's 43 damage. That's more than half of their health. And now we got elven daggers. Are these better? No, they're slightly worse, even though they're almost as good as they possibly can be. And these viper daggers are not so much. They are nice though. But now we have ooh, this boar dropped 2 pieces. Crimson steel leggings and another golden ring, yes. And the rewards for slaying 10 boars includes whatever this is. Claim that. a Forge Guard. Forge fails won't reduce item level. Sweet. I also love just how much bulk there is between the armor pieces and the arms. Gotta love it. But let's try upgrading these daggers a little bit. Success there, and then try it again with 80% chance. What? Oh, okay, we made it. That was a little special. But now we got +2 daggers. That should be good for the next area. We got even more points to assign, but now all of our stats are 16. There's also a shop here. Whoa, okay, but that costs real money. And I think things just broke, but we should be good to move on to the next area. Okay, they're not fully broken, where we fight some bandits. These shouldn't hurt too bad, hopefully, and if we get hurt, then our, health bar comes back. But I want to see what kind of loot these guys drop. I don't want this leather hood anymore, it's ugly. But let's just beat up this guy in the tent. Okay, a gilded helmet, that's a little better. And another golden ring. So at least now you can see less of it, but now it just looks really cramped on the head. At least our spin move does 50 damage to the bandits, so you don't take too many hits from them. And now we got a spirit sword? This might not be better because we upgrade our daggers, but at least the steel leggings are better. Kind of forgot about those. But if these guys are dropping gilded steel, then we're probably gonna be upgrading our armor in a little bit now. And now we're level 14, another gilded helmet. But let's get our strength to 20, so we can take the bandits down in just a few hits. I don't even think we're critting all that much, and we're going down through them quick. With gilded leggings dropping now. I do like that look better. But let's also just go through and sell quite a bit of our inventory and bring all this money over to the skills tent here, where we can re-roll our skill. Not enough scrolls, so we need these things, skill scrolls. Well, let's just go through and claim this quest, get some gilded boots now, where the toes are poking out again. But now we can claim this quest, get even more experience leveling up, and then we move on to funglets. These are pretty big to be called funglets. I would hate to see what a full-size fungal thing is, and we do take quite a few hits from them, but thankfully they don't do that much damage. Just gotta keep going through you with your big old chompy mouth. Get that out of here. What do you think you are, faceless? Okay, that one actually did almost kill us, but ooh, dropped a ranger's robe. That is quite a bit better than our armor. So we just... I still can't get over how much room there is in the arms. I am definitely wearing the wrong body type for this. And our spin move doesn't even do that much damage, so no wonder these guys can take quite a bit out of us. Taking a bite out of us like Scruff McGruff takes a bite out of crime. Ooh, but look at this weapon, a crimson spear. Is that better than the daggers? Only slightly not. But if it drops again, we could probably get a better reroll on it. Maybe we should put some more points into defense and health, so now all of our stats are over 20, and we have 751 max health. We also have to slay 15 of these things for the quest, goodness. But there's a blue drop, Ranger's Greaves. So hopefully our armor doesn't clash as much. Kind of like this gilded helmet is clashing with everything. But we're up to level 18 now, and the next store costs level 30. So we got a little bit of work to do yet, but let's get our strength to 25, so we can deal 71 damage to these things. Another blue drop, another golden ring. Yes, I think that makes 3 of them, 4 of them. So we just need 1 more to get a chest. Hey buddy, you got any rings? No, but you got some experience. Give me your rings. I'm like Sauron out here. Just make me 12 feet tall and give me a mace. Well, there's Greaves again, but they're still worse than our current ones, so there's a little bit of comfort in that, because our Greaves are actually almost as good as they can be. And now we can claim this quest with even more forge protecting things. The next quest is Twiglings, but these enemies are scaling up pretty quickly. Oh, there's boars over here. Are these the same as the other boars? I think they might be, because they went down in only a few hits. At least they are able to drop things like enchant stones, and our spin move can take them out in 1 hit, which is amazing. But they're also dropping just normal boar drops, nothing else that's new. Now, all of our stats are 25, at least. We also got some rewards here. Oh, skill scrolls. So maybe we can get some new skills. There's also, oh no, this is playtime. Great, even more things, including a weapon. Life Warden's Blade, it's kind of worse. But let's go ahead and reroll our skill, and we get Stampede. Ooh, it's a rare skill. Charge forward like a boar, damaging anybody in your way. I like the sound of that. Hey buddy, coming through, bam. Ooh, it actually works a few times. Wow, couldn't really see how much damage it did, but I think it was good. And the cooldown is not that long either. Oh, there's that spear again. And that's way different than the first one. That's almost maxed out, but still slightly worse than the daggers. But oh, the Life Warden's blade is actually good. 1.1 million exist. Amazing how that works. But hey, we actually have a better weapon. So now we don't have to worry about comparing to something that has been forged and upgraded the next time we see something that we want. So the Boar Stampede does 21 damage, and it can happen quite a bit, which I think is saving us a little bit of health. And there's another blue drop, some ritual daggers with a ×6. But our Life Warden's blade. We gotta change that pretty soon. Oh, and the enemies just drop forge guards. Neat. Oh, accidentally hit 2 Funglets. Well, at least we can hit 2 at the same time. We just gotta, you know, take out 1. Now we'll survive the second one, and then immediately just claim 1,500 more coins. And now our strength is up to 30, so maybe we can stand a chance against these Twiglings. I also like how you just aura walk for a little bit before going into a sprint. But now these things are pretty tall looking. So let's just open up with a sprint. Oh, he just headbutts. Well, that makes sense if you're basically a walking baseball bat, but these guys actually are not too difficult to deal with. And now we're up to level 22, and there's another door over here. But what does that one take to level up? Ooh, Twigling drops, Iron Divide. Just a big old buster blade, but our Life Warden's blade is still better. But now we can sell all of these things comfortably. Is this door technically open? Let me through. Oh wait, we're not. I thought we were back in the starting area, but now we got great snails, or giant snails, not great snails. Let's just see how we do against a snail. Okay, ow, he actually does quite a bit of damage and does not take a lot of damage in return. So let's use a boar dash here. Whoa, stuck, we're stuck. What is going on? Not sure what that did. Just think we gotta do some hit and run tactics. But there we got him. That didn't give a whole lot, honestly. But at least our health regens pretty quickly. I really want to see, though, what kind of loot the snail gives. Not so immortal now, are you, snail? There we go. Ooh. Oh, hey, they drop a Life Warden's blade, and this one's better. Oh, yes, finally can get rid of evil numbered blade. It actually kind of matches the armor too, which is cool. And we're not quite one-shotting the boars, but we're getting close. Let's just go back through here so we can mess with more Twiglings. And I'm not sure what scales the boar's damage, but we're dealing 24 damage to these things. So we get through that one. There's Shade Knight Circlet, and this is as good as it can be. Wow. But oh man, that really pinches around the eyes. What is this thing? At least it puts our health over 1,000, so we can survive quite a few of these hits and level up and get a better sword. But our sword is really nice right now, so it has to be even better if it wants to compete. But now we're halfway through the amount of Twiglings that we need to take out, and honestly, I'm feeling like we need a better skill than this, just because it doesn't damage them as much as I would like, and you gotta keep focusing on them. So let's spend another scroll and see what kind of skills we can get here. Another rare one, Warrior Surge. Gain a brief damage boost. Okay, here's something that would be good. And get even more stats close to 30. Now we use the buff, and then we can deal 58 damage. So it's 10 more damage. Well, I'll still take it. And we just gotta use it as often as possible just to get through these Twiglings a little bit quicker, so we can hopefully get incentivized for taking out snails and get even better armor. Because we're actually still on the armor from the Funglets, which isn't great. Just give me more good armors and then maybe see if we can one-shot a bandit. Okay, you can't quite one-shot it, but now we just need one more Twigling to take out. And there we go. Ooh, and we got better boots. Shade Knight boots. Finally, some fresh kicks. And all the rewards we get for slaying Twiglings, which actually leveled us up to 26. But we're still not to level 30. At least we can get our strength to level 40. So that should get us through these Twiglings a little bit quicker, dealing 74 damage on a boost. That's way better. And we're getting some better armor too, even though it's almost as worse as it could be. And it's got eyes on it. Oh, but now we have the quest for giant snails. So now we can just party with them a whole bunch. Also, why do they sound like squeaky toys when they get hit? What kind of snails are these? We also have to slay 30 of them, and we are not doing enough damage to make that a reasonable amount of time. At least the damage boost makes that a little bit better. Also, is there an area up here that we can get to? There's, oh, wait. I think I'm going out of the world here. Oh, there's double jumps. Whoa, I didn't realize that. Can we just cheat to the next area? Oh no, invisible walls. And sure enough, there's invisible walls keeping us from going between areas. Oh, that sucks. I'm trying to get bigger and better loot. Can't you let me cheat a little? Ooh, but there's a purple drop. Some black stone sabatons. Good music. And there's a new weapon, some ritual daggers, but they're not nearly as good as the Life Warden blade. Could I at least upgrade my attack speed to make this work? I guess the good news is we don't take nearly as much of a beating from the snails as we used to, even though they deal 117 damage. But we can reduce that by spending all of our points into defense. So instead they only deal 106 damage. It helps. Crimson Spear? How are these still dropping? They're terrible. But at least we are leveling up quite a bit from beating these snails, so we get more health all the same. Ooh, another piece of purple, but it's the Sabatons again. At least these ones are better than our current ones. We should probably empty out the inventory a bit. And there is a weapon that we can claim, the Frost Lance, which is actually worse? That doesn't make sense. Give me the experience at least, and all these stones, even though I'm not sure what they do. Level 29, just one more to get through that next door. Oh, here we go. Blackstone Plate, which is still only slightly better because we're not rolling that great, but now we got armor with even more glowy bits. See, fantasy armor understands the power of RGBs. Ooh, and the helmet. Still not, you know, covering up as much as I would like. Still can't believe they took away the sticky note. Can I at least get armor with a face on it to make up for it? But it should only be a few snails more for us to get to level 30, which is also getting us close to completing the quest. This snail here should get us to level 30. And there we go, level 30. With only 3 snails to go, so we might as well finish them off and hopefully get a little bit of leg armor to match all the legs and whatnot. And down goes the last snail. Yes, finally, with some good rewards out of it. So we actually get to level 31. Awesome. And enough stat points to get all of our stats to 40. So here we go to the next area with some mushroom lancers. Now they're starting to look intimidating, or at least they try to be. Where's your face? You don't have a face. Let me solve that problem. Okay, these guys actually do quite a bit of damage, 135? They are hurting me faster than I can heal, and I don't like that. But at least we get rid of one. Now let's check out this enchants area so we can enchant our weapons. Pity spin in 15. Oh, I see how it is. But we can go ahead and enchant our weapon to have, ooh, more range. So it gets different perks with it, I see. So we can be all the way out here and still hit the thing. Let's just get a damage boost while we're at it. So we can deal 74 damage to these guys. And please drop some better loot. Yes, ooh. Druid's Bane, and that I think is better than this Life Warden blade, even though it's almost as terrible as it can be. But there goes our enchantments. Let's just go ahead and use some more stones to do that. So we get sweeping again. Probably good for daggers to have that, but with our damage boost, we deal 79 flat damage. Also, since they get just right in our face, the attack range boost doesn't really affect that much. I guess it's good for hitting even more enemies at a time, but ooh, a Frost Lance, and we actually got it naturally. Still worse than the daggers though. Let's just go ahead and boost our damage so we can take them out even quicker. And look at those tree things over there. They look like they're about to march onto Isengard. Also, how long has this door here been open? Whoa. I forget what these are called, but that is massive. And who is this now? Is that a boss? Well, he's dead now. So let's just go back to his underlings. We might not be ready to face that one yet, but now we're actually dealing 86 damage. Helps out a little bit more, and might as well claim this so we can just sell it. Or, of course, it's better, but not by much. Well, might as well use it until we get better daggers, which it really could be any dagger. Also, can we go into first person here? We can, except we just lose all sight of everything. And our damage boosted with the Frost Lance is 87, which helps out a little bit. Kind of curious what we can get with this. And we got Swift. Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. That was actually the rarest one to get. How swift is Swift? It's pretty swift. Truly swiftness for the era. Oh, and we just got another one. But the damage is still something to be desired on these things. Oh, Imperial Boots, which are worse, but not by much. Why do we keep rolling things the worst they can be? Just defeated that enemy and the door closed, but I can still go through it. The boss is still there. Should we try it? What even are you? The Fungal Ronin. Okay, not gonna lie, that design is really cool. But how tough is this guy gonna be? Wanna go for it. Damage boost, open up. Okay, his health bar is not moving and ours is halfway gone already. Wow. Oh, and the Mage of Darkness is about to show up. We still need better armaments. We also got to zip through this whole area again because we died, but we almost have all of our playtime rewards too. Ooh, more purple armor, Imperial robe. Okay, this is starting to look pretty cool. If I wasn't, you know, holding a spear trying to look at this. Come on, you, give me a better weapon. Oh. Hey, thank you, a beast axe. Now this is impressive. And now we can see the armor properly. Let's give this a few swings, dealing 91 damage. We're doing almost 100 damage here. Of course, with the boost. But speaking of boost, let's see if we can give this thing better attack speed. Or maybe sharp, does that do more damage? We got flaming, wow. Chance to burn the enemies. Oh, because there's even more skills. I didn't even realize that. That's a rare skill that we got. We can make our weapon radioactive? Wow. Makes me imagine certain enemies fighting with that. But also, that's just torching the mushroom lancers. Oh, this is so good. With some damage over time, 15 flame damage, even better. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. We also can do a little more with our stats. Let's try to get our strength to 50. Although I think now we should be doing, 98 damage. Just need a little bit more. Ooh, and there's another beast axe? And it's better than the one we just boosted, really? Well, at least we got enough skill stones to do this. And there's a common one. Let's try again. Oh, here we go, there's an epic one. Or no, that's rare still, toxic. Would toxic even work against mushrooms? I guess it does. And now we're doing 100 damage with the boost, with some very good damage over time. And no way, is that, okay, that one's not better. But we have skilled up quite a few things here and collected a whole bunch of things. Let's just sell all of those. And we're still missing one golden ring to open a chest, but hopefully this mushroom gets us to level, this mushroom for sure is gonna get us to the next level where we get, oh, what was that? What was that? Then we got a new axe here, which is even better. Ooh, a nice amount better. But now our strength is 50. All right, Magma Fall, get something good here. Not good enough. That's better, flaming. Okay, I'll take that. So now we deal 113 damage with the boost. Oh, and that's all the mushroom lancers. Nice. Scarlet Vow. Is that better than the one we just got? Okay, it isn't. 8.5. That's what we gotta beat. Hold on, was that? Oh, the Mage of Darkness is here. Okay, let's boost our axe as much as we can. Please be good there. Oh, that just barely beat it. Goodness. Did we go for... We do have a lot of forge guards. Let's just go ahead and protect it. Although we didn't really need to there. 45% chance. Come on. Come on. Oh no, it failed. Okay, now we gotta protect it. But then, of course, that time we don't need to. But now we have a +5 magma fall. So let's see how tough this Mage of Darkness really is. Can we go through there? Are we allowed to go through there? Well, let's just work on our defense. And the Cave of Prayers is over here. Okay. I broke my legs and my arms, but I'm like at peace or something. Really not sure how one fights the Mage of Darkness, but I guess we don't need to. Oh, he's right there. What? Well then. Just gotta, oh wow, he almost killed me in one hit. Yikes. Oh. Okay, that one went down. I don't think we're equipped enough for this. Oh, but I guess the playtime rewards reset because that Cave of Prayers was technically a new experience. It's so weird. Ow! We are damaging him. Just gotta, you know, run away and take a break. And then, oh, I totally forgot about the damage boost. That would probably help. Just do a little bit more. Wow, look at how much damage we're doing. That's almost nothing. How did I survive that? That's at 0 for a little bit. But we're not doing nearly as much damage as the other guys fighting him. Maybe if we started on an earlier stage, but that wasn't an option at the time. And there he just went. Well, goes to show we definitely need to be stronger before fighting him. So let's move on to some Bramblebacks, which is very fitting to be doing flame damage against them. Also, there is a lot of area over here. And the next door, which requires level 45. Yeah, this'll be a little bit. There's also just random bandits over here for whatever reason. I feel like we can one-shot these guys. Oh, sure enough we can, beautiful. Ooh, and there's the first drop from the Brambleback's Imperial War Helm. Is this the same as the Imperial robe? It looks like it. Okay, this is starting to be more my style. The white glowing eyes and everything, but they're not glowing, but let me just cope. I'm still upset about the sticky note. Ooh, there's another drop. Imperial Greaves. So now we have, oh, not quite a full Imperial set. Just need a little better shoes, but we are leveling up still. So now our defense can be at 50. Ooh, Pyre Blades. 8.7? Is that? Oh no, this thing is at 12 because we boosted it. I forgot about that. Oh, that guy just got smoted back there. I don't know if that's the right word to use, but it sounds a lot better than smited. Oh, Ultima. The heck is this blade? That's a total vibe shift. But thankfully with our boosted blade, we are doing 158 damage. But these guys do 229 damage, so we definitely can't fight them back to back as much as others. I also love how their robes are so long, you can barely see the greaves anyway. Well, there's another Ultima that doesn't get nearly as strong as this thing is. More levels, more health. So now our health is up to 2,022. Was that a good year? Kind of iffy on that. Oh, more Imperial robes. And they're actually better. So they help the damage that we're taking a little bit, but this guy's still doing like 10% of our health in one hit. Yikes. Also, these guys are making squeaky noises too when we're hitting them, so what's up with that? Are these trees just giant squeaky toys? If so, why do they hurt so bad? Oh, and that guy just stole my kill. Well, that's just rude. And some of these players are busting out some really insane moves. I feel like we need better skills than the one we have. So let's go ahead and try to reroll. Oh, we can get a second skill. I didn't realize we could do that. Spinning Slash? That could be a good secondary. Forest Blessing, heal yourself. That's not really showing up in the thing here, but there's just a straight up black hole skill I wanted. But we're also out of skill scrolls. Well, at least the healing means that we can fight these guys for a little bit longer back to back. How much is a small amount though? That is a very small amount. 70 damage? That doesn't even negate one of their hits. Goodness gracious. Oh, I guess this guy dropped a sword back here. Didn't even notice it. Come on, go down, give me a level 38. Yes, now we can get more health. And some more rewards here. Another skill scroll. Plus another one of these Life Warden blades that are... Did they just scale that to be better than my thing? Okay, thankfully they didn't. Ooh, come on. Scarlet Vow. I really just want to see what the Imperial shoes look like. Oh, there they are. Imperial boots. Yes. So now all of our fit works together and we still have our shoes poking out there. But look at just how awesome this is. The only thing really missing now is one final golden ring just to open up a chest and see what we get. I don't even know if the rewards are good. I just want to do it. Oh, it's actually just upgrade materials. The real good stuff needs 10 golden rings. Well, I still like the look of this armor, especially if I'm standing in a spot where I glow. That just really boosts it. But overall, I would say we did pretty well today, so I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Subscribe for more so you don't miss it, and we'll see you in the next one.